Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is Asma al-Balushi, your MC for She Here Talk Security event, brought to you by Women in Cybersecurity Middle East, WiCSME, as our short form of Women in Cybersecurity, for its second day and the third annual conference under the theme of Connecting Minds for Better and Safer Future. Without further delays, introducing our first keynote addressing the physical arm of cybersecurity in biomedical science. Would you please join me in welcoming Fatma Lawati, cybersecurity professional, Oman, to lead this keynote. Dear Fatma, please join.
Thank you, Asma. And Assalamu alaikum jami'an. Good afternoon. Thank you for joining me today. My name is Fatma Lawati. I'm a cybersecurity professional. If someone just can showcase my slides so I can start talk, please. Okay, excellent. So today I'm going to talk about a new topic called the physical arm of cybersecurity in biomedical science. So when I start deciding to talk about this speech, a lot of people around me were so skeptical. You are a cybersecurity professional. Why you are talking about biomedical science? Why you are taking cybersecurity in everywhere in your aspect of life? But yesterday, when we heard Engineer Badr talking about the cybersecurity development industry, and he showcased us how cybersecurity is now involved in the health sector. So it gave me more confidence today to talk to you today about biomedical science and how cybersecurity is getting more affected day by day. So many people will say, okay, what is biomedical science? Or how come cybersecurity comes to be part of it? So from technology perspective, when we come and talk about biomedical science, we are talking about wearable devices. We are wearing a biotechnology. Let me give you a question. Who's wearing a wearable device today? Who's wearing Apple Watch? Samsung, any kind of device, fitness devices? Exactly. Unfortunately, I have lost my watch today, so I'm wearing a normal watch today. But usually, all my friends knows me, I'm going around with Apple Watch. So when it comes to biomedical science, it's the devices, the wearable devices, any kind of technology devices that are available in the medical sector, plus analyzing this kind of data using machine learning, using AI to analyze genes, to create a customized treatment, customized medicine for people, and so on. So this is what biomedical science in our perspective as a technologist. So if we take biomedical science and we combine it with cybersecurity, the concept that we all know about it, we come with a new evolving technology called cyber biosecurity. So now we need to work more toward what is cyber biosecurity. It's a really new thing. It combines biomedical science and cybersecurity. So we are all aware of IoT, and I think all of you know IoT have started, or the first IoT was a toast maker that's been created by John Romke in 1990. So what was exactly this toast maker? He connected it to a Bluetooth device where he was able to open and close the toast maker using electronic devices. And then the AI have been developed, and we come to IoT, the IoT that we always now aware of it. We are talking about wearable devices. We are talking about smart TVs, smart fridges, smart houses, smart cars, and so on. And then the medical people said, like, okay, how can we not get involved with IoT and be part of it? So in 2003, there is a company called Vetatron created the first pacemaker that you usually put it in your heart to protect the heartbeat and so on. They created it and connecting it to a Bluetooth device where they were able to monitor the heart pace of a patient. And we come with a new concept called Internet of Medical Things, so IOMT. So today I'm going to focus more about IOMT and how it's very much important for us as a cybersecurity professional to be part of it. So when it comes to IOMT, it includes all kinds of wearable devices. Here we're talking about heart rate, diabetics, infusion pumper, insulin pumper, X-rays, MRIs, and all kinds of devices that are connected to the internet. Even the telemedicine that happened during COVID-19, it's part of the IOMT. So what's the benefit of IOMT? Why IOMT is becoming so much important to us? First of all, with IOMT, doctors were able to create customized new treatment for patients. There was so much error reduction, number of error reduction reduced with the doctors because AI is there to help them and assist them in doing so. Other than that, you can see there is better facilities. So patients will be having more facilities to treat them to identify the diseases in early stages. And now there are more trust between patient and doctor because we usually say like, don't go to that doctor, he's not good. Go to that doctor because he's better and so on. But with IOMT with us, everybody will be trusting to go to each doctor because they have technology with them. And IOMT allows doctor to track the patient's behavior, to track the behavior of medicine intake, controlling and making sure that he takes the right medicine on the right time and so on. But if we come to the dark side, which is the usual thing when it comes to cybersecurity, there are some disadvantages of using IoT. So IOMT is like any IoT devices. They are connected to a wireless. And then here comes the issue. Everybody is able to access the wireless and hacker can attack it. And there is always lack of softwares. Like if you notice, last studies in US show that 75% of hospitals are using outdated softwares and solutions because there is no any updating solutions and systems in their devices. And there is no connection between a device and another. So for example, if I'm using a pacemaker, there is no connection between the pacemaker and the insulin pumper. So it can identify the heart rate and when exactly to give the insulin in the right time. And the last thing, I think that's what comes to the human, the doctors are refusing to learn and to understand exactly how this new technologies is working. So this is also one of the issues that we are facing in biomedical science, or we can say in cyber biosecurity. So when was the first time that we came across a hacking attack in IoT or IOMT? I believe in 2016, we were all aware of the Mirai botnet attack, where it happened to all IoT devices. But everyone was so focused on the consumer devices like the routers, the cameras, and so on. But we weren't aware exactly what happened to the medical devices. Medical devices got affected, but by that time we didn't have that much. But the most two devices that got affected was the insulin pump that controls the sugar in your blood, and the pacemaker that controls the heartbeat in the heart of the person. So these two got infected, but because there were not a lot of people using it, they couldn't identify it. But researchers have shown recently that it's easy for these kind of devices to get affected by Mirai botnet. There are other also devices that get affected. So we are talking about tele-operated surgical robots. In 2001, this is a device called Raven. A doctor sitting in his operating room was treating a patient who is all the way live in a remote area, and he was able to do a full operation using wireless devices. So think what will happen nowadays with COVID and with everything. Now they are using it for military purposes, for remote access and stuff like that. Even when it's coming to the imaging devices, we are using now, you'll notice doctors, they are using their phone while using another device for CT scan or for the X-rays. What if someone was able to access this device? What if someone was able to change the footage so the doctor will not be able to identify whether that patient have something that need to be treated easily or no? Even when infusion pump, I think everyone have faced going to the hospital where they would have to take some proper medication, and these medication need to be pumped on a certain areas on certain times. What if the hacker was able to attack that infusion pump and he will not be giving you the medicine that you need, or he will not be giving you what you need on the right time that might affect you, or he will give you more and that will lead the patient to get into a septic or a dead position. Even when we're talking about health monitoring, when we are going to the ICT, you will notice that there is always a big screen where nurses always monitoring the heart rate of the patients. So what if someone was able to attack, and then the nurses will not be able if someone got sick or need more attention. And even when you go daily basis to see the doctor because you have a normal flu, nowadays doctors are using digital smart pens where they are able to write their medication, and it immediately goes to the pharmacist so to prescribe you the right medicine. What if the doctor write a certain medicine, but the hacker able to change the medicine so you're taking the wrong medicine? These are all the questions that pop up when we are using these kind of devices. So nowadays, now we want to protect IoT. We always comes that we need to do encryption, we need to do multi-factor authentication, we need to have proper monitoring, proper tracking, proper network, proper network separation and stuff like that. How about what if we add these kind of services or these kind of policies to protect IoT devices, since IoT becoming more important day by day? So I will be ending my presentation with this slide. Nowadays, the medical devices value in healthcare is around $177 billion. And in the future, by 2027, it will reach $467 billion. What if we start using these kind of technologies without taking the proper security measures? The scientists are working to embed technology in their devices. They embed technology to so we can live longer, healthier. How can we, as a cybersecurity professional, be hand-to-hand with the biomedical science and start protecting these devices so we can have and live a happy life with our family? Thank you very much for your time.